Hey guys, my name is Maggie and I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. I'm excited that you've decided to join me because today is very special for me. It's because I am starting my very own YouTube channel with this video. We're gonna get started with one of my favorite platforms to design on, and that is Wix. I really enjoy Wix as a platform because it is so easy to use. It literally, a toddler could use it. Obviously, if you have questions or anything, please hit me up in the description below. You have all of my social platforms down there, my email, everything like that. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be walking through a variety of platforms. So we're going to walk through Squarespace, we're going to walk through Wix, Showit, Webflow, WordPress, and I think that's it. Oh, Shopify too. We're gonna do a Shopify video as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the screen around and we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you wanna follow along with me, you can just go ahead, pull up a separate browser and go to wix.com and you can flip between us, or you can just listen because I'm gonna be walking you through it. Awesome. Let's take a look at what we've got here. So we're on the home page of Wix. So we are gonna go ahead and take a look here. So here you have a lot of information, and I'm going to go through on each video that I make. I'm going to walk through the difference between these plans because I feel like a lot of people back themselves into a corner with signing up for the most expensive plan because they feel like that's the best option for them. That isn't always normally the case. Sometimes what works best for one person may not work best for another. And for most people, you aren't going to need this pro plan right out the gate. You're not going to need that, mainly because you're not going to have hundreds of thousands of users coming to visit your site. You're only going to have maybe your friends and family for the first few months, or if you are already an established blogger, you already know what your audience size is. If you don't know any of that information, please let me know. We can kind of do a quick walkthrough. That's something that even if you're not paying me to do any work for you, I still want you to know how to read that. That's really important. And that way you know how to cater to your audience. We can look at individual blog posts, things like that, and read that information. But if you're starting from scratch like we are today, we're going to look at some different plans. For these videos, we are treating this as if we are just making a website just to introduce yourself. Build the site first, see how much you love it, see how long it takes you, and really use kind of the free trial option that they have for a while to make sure that you're really in love with your site. The biggest difference between all of these, as you can see, is when we start getting into the paid benefits, the paid benefits that you get after all of this. That's really the biggest differences. The 2 gigabytes of bandwidth, that's useful if you have a lot of people going to your site. If you only have maybe like 1 or 2 people a day going onto your website, you're really fine with 2 gigs. If you're a videographer and you're wanting to use this as a portfolio, 30 video minutes to upload onto your website probably won't be enough. So maybe you do need to upgrade and go with the $14 a month. This is really great. The combo is just really great if you're really wanting just a basic website. So let's go ahead. I'm going to exit out of this. Obviously, if you go in and you look at this first, it'll actually have like a sign in button up here, but because I'm already signed in, because I'm already signed in, I don't have to do that. So I'm going to create my first website. So it is asking me what kind of website did I want to create. I'm going to choose blog because I'm going to also do some blog posts here. So we'll do that. We're going to go and choose a template. So I already have a template picked out that I want to use. And as you can see, a lot of these have like food blog, travel blog. Just because it says that doesn't mean you can't use it for something else. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go down to this Young Moms Forum, which I'm not a mom, but I'm still going to use this. And obviously, if you saw a template or something when you build your own website, you can use that one. We're going to use this. And this is, we're going to view it first just to make sure it's what we want. Something that I encourage if you're working with a templated site, always check the mobile version to make sure it's what you want. So if you really like the mobile version, you're really going to love your website because mobile nowadays is all that people see. Okay, so we'll go edit this site. And as you can see, it's free. So we'll do this. Okay, so we've got this beautiful site here. Something that I have a problem with Wix about is just because it's really hard to really get a feel for what your site is going to look like when it's really cluttered. So we're going to go in, and I know that I have a certain look that I want. So when you first click this little design button here, I'm going to go in and customize the design. I always go custom. I don't want the site to look like a bunch of different things put together. So for the text, we are going to make this a certain type of, we're going to go with Lulu Clean. So hover, we want that hover color. We're going to do this mauve, kind of darker purple. And then the clicked color, we're going to go full dark. And we're going to do it very light. So then you go, and depending on the color, when it's clicked, it'll be that really dark, pretty color. So say I want this centered, and now that we have the colors that we want, and we've got all that, say I want this centered. What you can do is you can go in, center that up, tabs the same size, center that up, tabs fill the whole menu, we'll do that. If you read right to left, you can change that. And there we go. It kind of covers that full thing here. If you want to move, the cool part about this is you can move it literally anywhere. And I want my title or my logo, I want it to be up top. So we'll center that. And the name of it is Jane What I love is that they do have the guides that show you if you're centered or not. I really appreciate that. I really love it. I'm going to actually move this guy up here because I know the picture that we're putting back here, and we don't need this. You couldn't hear that. It's me saying we don't need that. I'm going to move this down because I want it evenly spaced. We want everything to look really even and really pretty and really nice. Maybe I have an image that I would rather use. So we're going to go in and look at my existing gallery, and I have a lot of them. So I'm going to upload them real quick, and then I'll be right back. So it looks so far so good. We're going to go in, and this is the Instagram feed. So I want to connect my Instagram account. It's going to do a little pop-up here. I'm going to authorize it to go in there. And there we go. Obviously, you can go in and add different links. If you want to do a collage style, I don't like the collage style, as you can see. And we'll do a little bit of spacing in between. Nope, I'm not going to do that. And we're going to leave it at 8 images, which works for me. It's fine. And then we have the About Us click and the blog. We're going to change these colors, or these images. More so. Great. So we're gonna crop this, and we're gonna shape crop it to that circle. Perfect. We're gonna edit the text and make it that beautiful white. Not really what we're looking for, but it's cute. We're gonna do the same with this one. Pick kind of a planty image. Cool, there we go. And we choose this white color again. Beautiful. What do we always do? We always save. Done. And here's something kind of cool. Like I said before, we don't need this right now because we're not going in and we're not having an email list. If you want a video on that, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll go in and create that. But like I said, we're just doing really big basics right now. We're not doing anything special. So let's delete that. We don't have any site rules and FAQs right now. And then we have the actual credit. And then I delete this Proudly Creative by Wix, because as much as I love Wix, I don't put that on there. Because it's usually, you can kind of tell that it was built on a Wix website. So we're going to go in here and change image. And I don't want to identify any faces, anything like that. So we're going to do that Fancy Oceans one. That Waves one that I really liked. We're going to crop it, circle crop. There we go. And it kind of fits perfectly right there where we want it, which is nice. I'm going to do that white color. Kind of fits with the way it bends right there, which is good. And I think it's because the opacity is matching it perfectly. So here we go. Here we have our site. We've got exactly what we want. Now, say you wanted to move your Instagram feed down and you're wanting this as like the last thing on your site. You can do that. We're going to move this down. We're going to make my Instagram the last thing on the website. Cool, there we go. And then we'll move these back to where they were. And I do love the fact that you can go in and like drag and drop and like, this is where I want these to go. Which is kind of useful. Cool, so there we have it. There we go. Perfect. So we've got this cool little thing here. It looks really simple, really easy, but we are going to go in and we're going to change this menu. So let's go ahead and change that. We're going to take this forum off because we don't want to do a forum. Because we don't need a forum or anything like that. The forum is a cool, it is a cool thing that Wix has, but I'm not really a big fan of it because I don't use it. And then we don't have members here. We don't have site rules. There we go. So now we're going to do publish. And you always want to publish it if you want it live. If you don't want it live, don't publish it. So let's go in and it's giving us the option to connect to your own branded domain. So let's go ahead and do that. And it brings us back to this site. So this is where you can go and you can connect that new website and that new brand if you want it. Like I said, we already know that we're going for this personal use one. So let's go ahead and do that. So yearly for 12 months, $8.50 for 36 months. I don't know if I really want to commit to $8.50 for 36 months. And then you see down here where previously it told you that it was $11 a month. Now it's saying that it's $14.50 every month. Well, that is what a lot of sites do with these websites is when you go in and you try to pay monthly, there is an assumption that you will cancel after like 2 or 3 months. And so they want to go ahead and make some additional money on the front end. So don't be surprised if you see that, but we know that we're keeping this website. And this is exactly what we're getting. Let's go to select. I'm not going to pay for this site to go live just because I don't. So I'm not going to actually go in and pay for this, but you can go in and reserve your information here. I hope that you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. If you have any questions at all, please hit me up in the description below. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have, especially as you're building your own brand. Obviously, if you have questions about me building a site for you or hiring a designer or developer, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help. Next week, we're going to be going over Squarespace. I'm going to show you some fun tips and tricks on how to get a really great website for very little money. And if you have specific questions about a specific platform, go ahead, send me an email or comment down below and I'll include it in my next video. I'm excited to see y'all next time, and have a good day. Bye.